Hello everyone, SpeeDMan here, and we are back with part 6 of our Let's Learn Civilization 6 Germany run. So, where we last left off, we just basically got completely ravaged here by a blizzard that just went through, took multiple population out here, did a little bit of fertilization of these tiles, so I mean, yes, some of these tiles are a little less bad, but they're better. You know, this city here is going to probably be where I put St. Basil's Cathedral, and then I'll need to find ways to help these tiles get better yield. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of work to set this up. This city is going to be a priority though to set up eventually. Then this city here, at least for the northern hubs, because I'll need to set up more of the campuses and kind of get some tempo going. We got a very nice little farm triangle here. This will set us some very good yield, so, you know, that's going to be very good. What we're going to do here is get this guy out here, and we're just going to do a lot of repairs. We're just going to try to fix up a lot of these damages. You know, like that campus being as damaged as it is brutal for us. Kills a lot of tempo and also loses us a lot of science per turn. So, good thing is that we are now friendly with Brazil. Go ahead and do that. That's not a bad thing to be. The more declared friends you have, the more allies you'll have when you know you need them. He's got plenty of great work, so he is of course playing off more of a culture game as well as a good science game. This particular setup that he has, you know, like that's a pretty good campus. You know, good adjacency bonuses, so on. You know, three campus and the three theater squares. So that's pretty good. You know, like there are definitely less, rainforest than I would normally want if I were playing as Brazil. The run that I'm playing as right now, that particular run that we do every Friday, by the way. That particular one is actually pretty good. And so we're actually going to hold on to this envoy. But that one has plenty of resource tiles, particularly all of those rainforests. So we have lots and lots of adjacency bonuses. And it helps to offset the fact that in that run we have a very small empire of only 5 cities. In this one, we're very wide. We started off isolated, so it's a very slow start compared to, you know, a lot of the AI that interacted earlier on with the city-states and such. So this will be important for us to kind of catch up and work our way back up. We do know that she likely has a navy, so we want to consider her as a potential competitor. We do not have a location and a beat on where her capital is, so we're just going to need to focus on getting these forwards settled. You know, getting maybe a Petra city if it's not been taken already. So let's just take a quick look. Not that I've seen. So maybe a Petra city here. You know, these floodplains could actually provide a pretty good amount of food. Yes, they can get floods. So eventually I'll just need to make a dam here, and then that can actually cover that need. So let's go ahead, get these guys out here. Start forward pushing. I'd like us to just get an eye on what's around us. That way we can help take care of that issue. We eventually have access to, let's see here. Okay, so we're eventually going to have access to an industry. We will eventually want to do that, but I want to consider like where it's going to provide us with the most science output. So, you know, a setup like right here, for example, you know, we do a chop there, the campus. Although on its own, that is a pretty decent tile, a 3 production tile, but totally still livable without it though. It'll help us get started, and first we'll do a harbor, and then what we'll do is we'll do a harbor, we'll chop that, and that'll be a position for us to set up a nice little industrial zone as well. So far we are a-okay. In this position, what we want to do is consider where it makes sense for us to build additional means. Okay, so this is good. So we have another, so additional means of production. So in this position here, I'll take a look here. You know, if I want to, I could chop, you know, some of this stuff, yes. So like if I went to this rainforest, chop that, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. It'd also be a little tricky because in this case, what will happen is there aren't many hills tiles around here in this position, so I can't make many mines. So I won't be able to get super high adjacency. The only way I'll be able to do that is by putting more districts around it, like a commercial hub and so on. You know, that way we have additional means of production, and that may be something we have to consider. So it's tempting to put one down, but we actually want to wait a little bit. It'll be better that way that we hold off. In this city, I've already had the purpose served here that I want. First, let's get one of the most important means of food here kind of fixed up again. We will take that diplomatic policy card and we will pop in Merchant Confederation. I'm not worried about the envoy game right now. I'd rather specialize more for our economy, so we're going to make use of that. We've already picked up the builders that we need, so we're okay without that. And then what we'll do is we'll take a look at the economic policy cards. And we could always go campus there if we want. We could always go harbor district adjacency bonuses. That could actually be good for our economy. We could even go for settlers and actually start settling. And let's go ahead and consider some settlements. That brings that down to 8 turns. Good. So what we'll do is we will do, let's see here. We'll go ahead and get a settler down first. And a city that's going to be very fast growing with food. Not many of these. That's 13, 11. So I'll hold off on putting out too many settlers for the time being. I definitely want to make sure I do them more in Aachen than anything else. And that's why I saved that envoy. Now I retain suzerainty. My no Pedro is trying to compete against me with that, so I'm taking that back from him. He doesn't have a whole myriad of coastal cities or coastal districts. I do. So I have more of a need and general desire of utility for that than he does. I could probably put down a campus here, and that would provide me with another adjacency bonus point. But a commercial hub here, or a Hansa here, like a +5 Hansa. Boom. This city just immediately now is going to get that +1 from another, 2 districts, and that's going to be +5, so that's going to give this city a ton of tempo, so that way I can grow faster. And then what we'll do is we will save up, and we'll pick this up next turn. We could also, get a +3 going here. +3 is pretty good. This city, it doesn't really have much of a coastal area to work off of. Being a coastal city, though, it will give us, a little bit of food growth. So we'll consider that as a backup option. So we will probably go Q. We'll go Hansa into Harbor, because the Hansa here will give us a very large amount of like +5 production on top of our 8. That's well over a 50% bonus there that's a permanent bonus that we wouldn't have had before. This seems tempting to do. It's very tempting to go ahead and put this down. It's actually better that I see if I can pull a builder and have the builder do something with this. So first, let's go ahead and get this guy over here. I want to do some repairs of this region first, but got a granary done, so we do have space for that. And that's +1 and +1. Commercial hub 3, +4 Hanzo, of course, is just very, very good, though. That's very powerful for our setup here in playstyle. So it's definitely a very powerful tile. And it's owned by Berlin, so it's actually a tile that it's providing this city with a lot of food growth. That's a tough one to potentially lose. And then if I switch you to here, it'll still be the same amount of turns. Oh, but that's a +5 though. Okay. I see now. Okay. So we're gonna have like a couple +5s here that are just gonna be super nice. That actually will be better because what that's gonna do is that's gonna feed this city even more. So +5, another +5, and those adjacency bonuses, then the regional bonuses that we're gonna work off of. So these cities are gonna pop off. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually do that one. And then we're gonna go ahead and just hold on to that one. +5 is that's just too good. That's just too good. I want us to go ahead and get that going. Perfect. Now we're at 5 population. I am low on housing. Science would be nice, but production. The more of these Hanses that we build, the more we'll be eventually building. Okay, perfect. So we are in good position. I'm actually going to go ahead and the 6.9 turns. I'm going to go ahead and just pick that up now. I'd like to pick that up a few turns early. Give us a little bit of culture per turn now. The earlier that we pick that up, the better. Because we do have, you know, a bunch of Hanses. We got 1, 2, 3 on the way here. And that's going to provide us with a ton of benefits. Let's go ahead and get that Hansa down here. And then we will work the lighthouse into Hansa. That way we just boost our food, and also at the same time that we're boosting our food, we are going to give ourselves a little bit better overall growth. Mercantilism is 3 turns out, so you're going to go ahead and go to sleep for a little bit. Good, so I don't have to get into combat with them yet. I'll get the first attack on these guys. They're going to try to surround us, so we're going to go ahead and make use of that and just try to attack them early. Bring you down one more. You attack. That's good. Go ahead, ready for next turn. Not really interested. But you've healed up enough. Time to get you up north. Let's just deal with that barb camp now. Don't want to let that go much longer. Actually, a commercial hub right here. Oh, dude, that would be an amazing commercial hub right here. Boom, that would just boost those even more. And that'd give them another +2. Yeah. That's a powerful one right there. So we have access to that. Go ahead and get that going. And boom, modern era. Let's see what you got. Combustion. Combustion. All the way right here. Embarked units get +1 movement. Not bad, not bad. Modern era support unit. Increase healing for adjacent units. Give units 1 movement if move is started next to the convoy. Okay, cool. And then tank, obviously, is a good unit. Golden Gate Bridge. This is definitely a good one, but what it really provides good benefits for is, besides the amenities, because, you know, +3 amenities, that's very nice. All tiles in the city gain 4 appeal. That can immediately boost, if you're like in the US run, for example, that could be extremely beneficial. More tourism from improvements in national parks. So if you have a couple national parks in the city, not a bad thing. Trade routes getting multiplying gold, basically multiplied by 2 if I'm not mistaken. So definitely powerful. And we'll go ahead and get that up and running. First we'll do the Hansa into commercial hub. So it's definitely going to be a case where we're going to have a lot of repairs to do. So I'd rather just go ahead and focus the repairs for now. I I've got a couple options here. I can eventually get that tile, and that's not a... I mean, olives aren't bad. I would get another one, but that would be kind of... it would be small scale and benefit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so maybe like a small farm here wouldn't hurt. You know, a couple farms nearby. Get you to attack. You go eastbound. You go this ways around. Good. I want to hunt them down and weaken this guy early on. And then we clear this, set up a couple more cities, you know, another south city, another south city. Probably a city in the center here, and maybe a Petra city. So we'll do, you know, like a city probably over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably a city right here. Then industrial zone here. Actually, if I make the city there, then I can get an aqueduct. Yeah, that would make more sense. Or I do like a campus here with that. Okay, so we have some options, and then probably make coastal freshwater city here. That'll have plenty of food growth. That's going to be what, 4 food? 5 food. Oh, dude, that's excellent. Good. And we'll see if this builder comes over here. We could probably pick him up, but not. It's super low priority. I'm not at all really concerned about that. Okay, so the galley went over and oh no, that's a different caravel. Have to be careful about that. Good, I'm not dead. So that's my cue to get out of there. Since another one was there, that's where the other one that had spawned is, so... I'm fortunate that I survived that part of it. I am 1 turn away from... Okay, perfect. And I got another thing for Namadal. So now for sure, I'm not going to need to worry about Namadal. So that's going to be long-term pretty safe. You know, most likely is safe. Let's go ahead and just slowly navigate you one move at a time so we don't jump ourselves into a potential death here. Good. We get out of there. Let's go ahead and start securing this area. Bring you down south. Get you over here. Go down 1 more. And now in this position, what we'll do, since we only have 1 more use left, I have a couple options. I could probably, I mean, there's a good option here of, you know, chopping 1 more time and then replacing that with something. You know, a campus right here could be good. I actually wouldn't mind having a campus there. Let's go ahead and just keep fixing up and repairing all of that. Good. So... Oh, I just realized the pike and shot is way more powerful. Oh, yikes. That's a problem. Okay, so that's not going to be as good as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I probably could have put the discipline card on. It made things a little easier for the barb situation. Let's actually, before we do anything drastic, let's go ahead and just keep you fortified for now. And let's get the repair for the library going. Actually, we'll do library into mausoleum, so that way we can finish that off. Once we finish that, then I can put a harbor, or not harbor, a theater square around here. Theater square getting up a little +2 wouldn't hurt. Okay, so still totally recoverable. Position is not super terrible. We will go ahead and pick that up here, and then we will put a campus down here. Because we could just have a couple of lumber mills here, and those lumber mills will be useful. In the meantime, though, start getting these lumber mills up and running. We are going to lose some gold per turn. That is a-okay. I am not concerned about that. Just taking nice and slow. Keep you along the coastline. Let's go ahead, secure this. Just completely delete this. Let's get this. Okay, little faith. It doesn't hurt. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. This will really take off soon. This is going to be nice. There's some unmet players in the game that have, like this one's competitive with us, but we're about to just, once we get all of our Hanzas going, we're about to really just take off here. Because once we have all of our Hanzas, I'll continue to save up gold, and then we will need to really amp up our gold per turn. Let's go ahead and do that. 8 gold per turn. A little bit of gold per turn helps. This is helping a lot. So we'll keep the settler card on for now. What we may do is the unit maintenance, we can lose a good bit of gold here. But commercial hub adjacency bonuses would be good. Let's actually take a quick look. Let's go to Empire. I think the commercial hub adjacency bonus would be more beneficial. So we'll take that off. We'll put that on. And boom. That brings up our gold per turn a little bit. And also allows us to get some pretty solid yields out of these guys here. That'll be +2. Perfect. So a lot of these little ones are just going to be solid. This one's nice. Get one more thing here. Maybe a culture hub or something. Or culture hub. Theater square there. And a theater square there would be nice because getting the bonuses from that, and then maybe getting a wonder next to... Ooh, so if I put that there, and then put a theater square there, that could be good. Like, these tiles are just too good. Those tiles right here are too damn good for me to remove for a theater square or any type of district. It's just there's too much benefit. There's way too much benefit. So since we have mercantilism, that's really critical for us, allowing us to get those lumber mills up and running. This stuff is good. Privateers are good. One small thing is that you can only be, like, if you have a naval raider, it can only be seen by other naval raiders that are around it. But if you are not next to it, say if this guy's right here, and I have a unit 2 tiles away, that's a naval raider, he won't know I'm there until he moves next to it. And that actually, in a naval game, could be extremely powerful. There's a lot you could do with that. And there's also a lot of utility just in general, being able to utilize abilities like that. So, for now, we'll go ahead and actually bring these guys down. I like these guys that just have a nice little stockade here, so if something comes up, immediately just wail every bit of damage I could possibly do on them. Earlier we do that, the earlier we can gain control of that particular situation. I would like to start getting another governor title. Farms here in Grassland Hills and Plains Hills, not really a big deal. It's useful, don't get me wrong. It's definitely useful, but the benefit is a bit more limited. We will want to eventually pick up that. So we'll go ahead and work our way into that. That way we can work through this tree and set up for eventually we will want to pick up, of course, mobilization afterwards. And then probably go this. We'll set towards democracy as a baseline, and then we'll just adjust depending on what we need. We already have an additional military slot, so it's not really a big deal for us to not have one. So we can just have two there, plenty of economic stuff. So I mean, that fits our needs. We're not in a major concerning situation there. I certainly do need to settle, though, into this region early, because if I can settle here early, then I can actually gain more control of it before Brazil tries to expand. I actually want to keep this now. The AI gave it to me earlier. Well, of course, I traded for it, but because they offered it in the trade, that actually wasn't bad. The only problem is oh no, that's gonna hurt. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to have them like just survive some attacks here. I'm going to kind of need to work on that. So, we have a new era. New continent or natural wonder. That's gonna probably make a lot more sense. Ah, yikes. Let's see if I can take a hit here and then back off immediately. Once I get these guys up and running, I'll really be able to have the production to put out a few units to properly, combat that issue. I'll delete that. You're immediately going to just focus on full repair, get you to full health. Have you guys spread out just a little bit, just to keep an eye on the area, just in case there's anything that's going on. And if an AI shows up, we can get you guys to rotate around. Okay, so positioning wise, it's definitely not bad. We have an okay setup here. Ideally, I would like us to go a little more protective here, because this if I let it balloon out of control, it's just going to be seriously bad. So I'm definitely, yeah, that's going to hurt pretty bad. They cannot get hit a second time. That will kill them. Yeah, the damage they'll be doing is just too great, so there's no point getting myself killed. Now, I wanted to bring him down. What I'm going to do is, since we have so many fishing tiles here available, and, I can eventually just buy this lighthouse here. Boom. And then get these other things going. We'll actually have a good setup here, and that way I don't need to worry about that city growing. And then eventually that city is actually going to provide some good production, and I can get a couple units over here to settle this problem. Since now he's available. Good. That's going to provide another little bit of points here, so that helps. It's under construction and 5 more turns left on that, so that's excellent. You and you go ahead and just alert. You guys have, completed the task that we need. So I'm overall pretty happy with that. I'll leave that there. Yeah, crossbowmen would be nice, but I'm actually going to basically, once I get industrialization going, because I'll be able to get factories, I'll be able to do some serious work with the setup.
We have learned of a method to supply power to our...
I'm going to only need one power plant set up, and that's going to be in the capital, and then we're just going to go off from there. That way, we can kind of develop what we were looking for. Actually, if I can kite them to this city, and then I can get into the city and then heal up a little bit, I will have some time to kind of get protected here. Let's think, what's the strongest unit that we have? Against like a high 60s opponent, that's going to be pretty tough. Okay, so there's coal right here. Excellent. I may actually go ahead and head in that direction now. Yeah. That's incredible yields. This is going to take a long time for him to get over there, so I'd actually rather keep him working over here, and I'll just train a unit for it. So you, I want to let you heal up a little bit, and get you to the coastline. Once you're ready to embark, we'll get you along here, and then eventually hook up with this unit, and then we'll bring you over. Go ahead and delete that. We'll chop. We have 3 uses, so that's perfect. We'll chop this. That'll help get this stuff built. We'll go industrialization here. And then we are going to go... that's not... I don't feel like that's going to be able to do enough. The line infantry, there's a problem, though. That is going to be hard for us to kind of work against here. Cuirassier would definitely help. I mean, having a strong military isn't bad. It's just going to be... It's going to be painful trying to set up for that. We do have a good potential naval setup here. So, I mean, we have a lot of the basics down pat. Just need to develop a bit more off of that. Could probably eventually get banks going, and that wouldn't hurt. That would give us a little bit more, you know, of an economy here.
The Great Ball Court is also very impressive.
Chichen Itza is done. Now we can, since we'll be gaining a little bit of culture per turn and production, that'll help the city get a few more production. It's perfect. Let's see here. So we could probably get a settler pretty quickly here. A factory. So a factory here, providing a good bit here. And let's see. Its production bonus is extended to all city centers that do not already have a bonus from this building type. So, not too bad. Want you to heal up just one more turn. You're going to go here. Got to protect the city if you can stay even alive long enough. We will chop this. Good, so that's one turn out. That city's about to grow. That city's about to grow with another Hansa. So we're picking up a ton of Hansas here. And eventually getting all these, you know, bonuses. Oh, beautiful. So now we build that. And you'll see that's going to be a +3. So that's a 5 production, 1 food mine. That's obscene. You know, that's amazing yields. So this city, right off the bat now, used to have very little yields. Now has an amazing amount of production. So we're going to get that. That's 6 turns. That's incredibly fast. We will gladly take that. We'll go ahead and work on our harbor here. Okay. We'll have you stationed nearby. Okay, so the AI headed back here, so that's going to give us some time to kind of make adjustment and set up here. We'll make all the uses that we can here, get these 4 going, repair, and then we'll go from here. So let's quickly get ourselves adjusted here. So as you can see, us having this many Hansas is going to provide us with a ton of benefits. Because we can really firmly take control of that aspect of our game. So we have some options here, you know, eventually creating alliances. Visible banking is not bad, it's a good one. But I'm not going to worry about doing that yet. I'm going to wait till we get another government type for us to actually make better use of that. Because right now we're just in classical republic. So that's why we have this. And it's pretty limiting. So getting a spy, not a big deal yet. You know, I can live without having a spy. I need to focus on infrastructure, then I'll be getting that. Then I could actually produce the spies pretty quickly and actually get quite a few of them up and running in very little time. I may have to consider, you know, dropping a low utility card and then kind of just finding what makes the most sense options wise. We'll set to alert. We'll just link up for now. And give you that utility. Then you're going to go here. Okay.
Completing the
And we do have another governor title, which is good. We're going to go ahead and pop that into this city. That way the capital is going to grow faster, and the more the capital grows, the more we can actually really develop it properly and get more of these other other districts up and running sooner. So we're a couple turns off getting a workshop. That's good. We've got another population potentially. So what we will do is set up for it, as, within levels that we can. We're going to want to go ahead and probably buy this. That way we can get another campus up and running. Get this up and running now, so that way we can get that +5, or +4 rather, adjacency bonus, and that's going to help us because that's going to give us another +4 once we have it built because of the craftsman card, which just makes it all the more appealing. Like, that's an incredible card based off this playstyle. As a production civ, this is there's a lot you can do with this. It opens up a very different gameplay experience. So I want him to kite this way. That way, what I'll do is actually I'll go ahead and probably consider getting walls up and running. So just as a safety precaution, we'll go ahead and work on that. Factory's going to take a while. It would actually be pretty useful because where the factory sits right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is, okay, so it's in range of my main city. So that's perfect. We got 123 gold per turn. We can make that go up a little bit, but not by much. So once we get this workshop here, let's just go ahead and get a couple more settlers down. We'll just keep reducing settlers while we can. There's not very much else I can do to produce things faster. Yeah, limes would be good. That would double the pace, and that'll get done in 2 turns instead of 4. And that gets done in 2 turns. Oh, did not mean to move him out of there, but that's be a little tricky. I'm actually going to settle up top here first, and the reason for that is I want this unit to be able to exchange between islands a little faster. Plus, I can also get some utility from it by actually getting him over there, handling some of that threat, getting him healed up, and then helping kind of get in control of the situation here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this man-at-arms back up, and we're going to go ahead and just start shipping him up north. This case here, we'll go ahead and pick up that tile, and we'll get our +3 production. In the meantime, it's also going to add even more adjacency bonus to this city, and boom, 10 production. That's a 10 production. It's incredible. There's just a lot you can do with this. And then you couple in like a good shipyard, and now you can just start pumping through all of your infrastructure and your setup here. And you can do so very, very efficiently. And that's one of the things that if you play off of his ability here with Frederick Barbarossa, you can do quite a bit. So I'll do that afterwards. Factory would be nice. Ancestral Hall is done, so that's good. Factory is going to take, let's see, that's 10 turns out. Since we have a little bit of production in the city, not much, let's go ahead and just get, you know, like an archer or something over here. Just as another unit to do a little bit of damage. Let's get you back to safety here. Get you here. Now the city has plenty of means to grow, so we're okay. Just has absolutely terrible production. Okay. And, yeah, we'll leave that. We'll just let Aachen get this workshop going, because the workshop's going to provide us, like, a little bit of culture and a little bit of production as well. Let's bring you up. Having a free builder does not by any means hurt. You're going to work your way north. This just got flooded, so these tiles may have an impact. Now let's see if they attack that city. If they attack that city, it's going to definitely hurt a lot. But could try to weaken it in the meantime. Harbor here, perfect. We can go ahead and we do that. I would rather actually get a little bit of housing. Because since we're adjacent to a coastline here, it'll give us 3 housing, like 2 or 3 housing, which is going to help a lot. The city will be able to actually like properly grow. So that's good.
Man is a military animal.
Good, so
Whatever is contrary
gunpowder
to nature
and
is
enlightenment.
contrary.
Gonna upgrade this guy. And we will actually work to outcompete him there. And we're close to picking that. Oh, forms an armada out of a... Oh boy, that's incredible, because then this guy here. So let's break. We set here. And go ahead and get these popped. There we go. And prepare. So far that's good. Have you sleep for a turn. Kind of have everything we need covered. So we're okay here. We did lose the production card. So what we'll do is, and that's fine because we're getting plenty of production from other means. It would only give me a little bit of extra science in one city. If there was one for like production or something, like extra production from buildings in industrial zones or something, like that would be absurd. Like I would rather do something like that. Further boost my economy. So that's fine. So let's do one more turn here. Let's take a look where we are. So this is good. Let's get you up north here. Yeah, I can promote this guy. Yes, that'd be nice. But he's only going to have 10 more combat strength. And that's going to be a difficulty. I would rather promote this dude. He's got a couple levels, you know. And I could probably... He's right next. He's super close to leveling up. So if I were to take, you know, different card, I could actually make that work. In 10 turns, I'll get nationalism. By the time he gets there, I can combine those 2 units. So I'll just go left tree and I'll go right tree. And I'll continue on the right tree with this guy. Yeah, so that totally works. I'll actually hold off on upgrading them for now. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get ourselves, we will set course for this tile here, help this city just get a little bit of food production. And we can settle here. Perfect. We'll set up there. Ooh, that's a +3. It would be a pretty damn good tile too. So +3, I can make into a +4. A +2, that's next to that. I can only add so much, so I'll go ahead and we'll just have this. Oh, we'll make some fishing boat out of that. You are going to go into this city and you're just going to heal up, so now we can add some defensive value to this city. Yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and get another settlement or two, so it's +3s all around. Man, there's so many good +3s. Oh, it's very, like, we can definitely play off of that. So we'll set up like that. These guys will protect and cover. This is good, this is good. Universities are getting closer to being done. Good. We're getting our science back up and running. And then we're going to save up. I'm actually going to do one more turn so I can buy university in the city. That way the city, I don't need to worry about science for a while. Because I need the science production. Or just the science income. Perfect. Just as, just do just a tiny little bit of damage. It's not much, but it's enough to work and help. And I'm going to keep you behind. That way we don't need to worry about losing potential health here. Good, now he's kind of trapped into this little area here. Let's think. So if I'm the one that has that, and then I make the industry here, that's going to actually be good. So let's play off of that. We'll play off of that a little bit. Just keep you guys working your way up. Let's go ahead and buy the university. Gonna give us a nice little bit of science tempo. And we'll see what that looks like. Yeah, this is very powerful. I'll take that, and then take that, and then add 10. Because I'm going to be making quite a few districts. Perfect, and that went to someone else, so that's fine. Make an armada out of a naval unit. You are going to go all the way to this. Actually, you just go to this, you go here, and you go to Munster. Do this the fast way. And here, let's go ahead and just start shifting you down. We'll take that. Good, and that's another extra couple of charges. Oh, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Because then we can utilize that and really get our Empire's tempo on their naval front going. Okay, so I'm very happy about that. Cologne, 4 production, 4 gold, 1 food. That's not bad. That would also be really good. How is our actual... We have 13.8%. So... Oh, instantly builds a factory and a workshop in this district. Okay, I have to 100% get that. Because factories provide additional +2 production. And being able to just outright have that. That's huge. So like in Berlin, for example, boom, instantly get that done. Provides the city with a nice amount of that. Okay, yeah, this is excellent. This is excellent, though. This is very, very good. In this position, what we'll do is, since we have the university done, it's also helping our science get a little going. And yeah, let's just go ahead and just try to get a couple settlers going. We could probably do instead is we can get a workshop here if we want to go for that. That's going to take a good bit longer. It almost seems more worth it to just wait till I can buy that. So I'll go ahead and do that because that'll get boosted a little bit as well. And we'll go to those tiles, and also that's going to give us a lot of science. And well, actually, in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and consider improving a lot of these tiles. We'll probably put some farms down or some stuff around here. Awesome. So that's a 5-turn university right there, and that's going to give us even more science. Okay. Well, everyone, I've gone on quite long enough here. I found myself having a lot of fun kind of going through the empire building. Thank you all for your time. And we will be back with another episode next week in the same time frame, 12 o'clock p.m. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe for more content, and we'll keep it going. All right, everyone. You all have a good one. SpeeDMan out.